Hello, friends. I am the King of Chemo. And what you see here is basically just me trying to figure out how to tweak a cocktail twist that I liked once, but forgot how to make. And then also a Blackbeard cocktail, which is similar. So, the Dark and Stormy is what I want to try and tinker around with, because I remember that I mixed a Dark and Stormy with this Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, which blows the head off it. But I quite like the taste of it. So this is just going to be me tinkering around with different flavours, kind of mixing up Jamaican drinks. Well, I suppose the Guinness, the form of Guinness that I'm going to be drinking is Jamaican. So it's just going to be me Jesus. Ah, little bitch. You need to learn. You need to learn, dog. The Iron Fist. So, the Jamaican... Basically, it's all just Jamaican cocktails, really. So, let's start off with the basics of what a Dark and Stormy is, which is lime juice. Lime juice, ginger beer. So, get your perfectly normal sized knife. And squeeze the bejesus out of it. And this is not going to be edited, by the way. This is all just going to be relaxed. And the reason that it's not going to be edited is because I'm doing this because it's two of my friends' birthdays, tonight and tomorrow. And I am going to be slightly lazy but still caring with their presents, and I'm going to bring them both a big jug of cocktail. I'd be like, there, happy birthday. I know you like that one. So a basic Dark and Stormy is just lime juice, ginger beer, and rum. So I'm going to use, not like, this is fine rum, it's grand. It was cheap. But I don't like the look of it. I don't like the shape of the bottle. I don't like that it's called Lambs. Like, I know it's fucking racist, but I don't like the fact that it has an England flag on it. Because to me, rum is always Caribbean, even though I'm very aware of the fact that it was the English Navy who adopted rum over the brandy. I know my history about drink. Because I've read a book on it called The World in 6 Glasses, which is fascinating, and you should do it. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just, if it was gin, I would like it. But it's rum, so I don't know. My brain is just like, no. It'd be the same thing if I was drinking bourbon and had an Ireland flag on it. It'd be like, no. Get the fuck out of here. That is an American drink. Alright, so this is your run-of-the-mill Dark and Stormy. Not even gonna waste time. I don't know why I made it this big. This is a fucking giant cocktail. I suppose from this point I can start adding, taking away. Well, only adding really. So, yeah, great. Terrific, very nice. Bit tangy. I think that comes from the lime. Alright, so let's start playing. Let's start tinkering. So, what we could do is we could add Angostura bitters. So let's add a blob of that. Give that a little stir wag. Yep, I like that more already. I want to try and make it more sour. I think it's too tangy. So maybe a lime instead of a lemon instead of lime. That might be an option. What else could we do? We could try adding. So the Foreign Extra is potent. It's got a whack to it. So let's tinker with that. Sit. So I just call it a darker and a stormier. Yeah, I do think that's an improvement. Now, this won't travel, which is an ironic thing to say, because the whole reason that these foreign extras and the Guinness West Indies and the rest of it is because they had to alter the amount of wheat and barley and sugar to make it last to make it go the distance. So if ever you've heard that bullshit about, well, it's not bullshit, it's based in history, the whole Guinness doesn't travel thing, there's truth to that. And so that's why there's several different brands of Guinness. And I think, foreign extra, I think it might be a Caribbean-based thing. Yeah. Oh, well, brewed in Nigeria, but it still might have started off in the Caribbean. I know West Indies, for obvious reasons, is. So yeah, that kick I really do like at the end. It's still too tangy though. So let's try and really overflow the vitamin G here. No, that's gone too far now. Alright, let's try and reel it back in a bit. Make it more ginger flavoured. Maybe the sugar will take away some of the tang. I think I might cut out the lime. I think that's like what's sending it the wrong direction. I think the switch to lemon would be better. Yeah, okay, now it's just too much shit. It's too much shit, and I don't want to get pissed, because I'm not actually going to the party today. I'm just going to arrive to the house and be like, there, have that, I'm off, because I'm a nice guy. Alright, so let's try something similar, but this time with a lemon, not a lime. And let's try and make the exact same thing. So, a darker and stormier. Actually, let's try it without first. Let's see if it is just, ooh, that's way better. Alright, so straight away we're going to use a nicer rum. We're kind of working our way up here. This red leg is like Kraken, if you like Kraken, which I think everyone does. It's absolutely beautiful. It is a cheap version of Kraken. Not to say that it's a bad product whatsoever. It is just, you spend less money, which is something that everyone should try with booze. Don't think that the most expensive thing is the best. Risk the cheap stuff. I watched a good YouTube video of a guy who compares lots of different vodkas, and I think it was one of the cheapest vodkas, and it looked horrific. It looked like paint stripper, but he was saying this is actually one of the nicer ones, and it's something like 4 times less expensive than your standard sort of Smirnoff. Wow, that's a lot sweeter. That's way sweeter. Tastes more fizz, which is a good thing. Let's add a little bit of lemon. Maybe that's what was making the missing part of the cocktail. Maybe I didn't have lime. I had lemon and I used it as a substitute. Cross your fingers. No, I preferred it without. I think the lemon and the lime dull the taste, dull the fizz, and don't really add anything to it. Citrus fruits are usually used in cocktails in a horrific way. They're usually used to suppress the taste of alcohol, and they're most welcome in certain cocktails. An amaretto sour without lemon is not as good. It is definitely improvement, but some whiskey ones, I think not a whiskey sour, an old fashioned definitely is nicer with the lemon. But most gin cocktails and vodka cocktails, and gin is arguably just a form of vodka, but flavoured vodka, juniper berries. But they all just have a citrus fruit in it, which is kind of like, it's a cheat to me. It's like, all right, well, maybe you just shouldn't use that spirit in the first place. It's disgusting. I'm a brown spirit man myself. Hate white rum. Hate it. It is the devil. The ice is shouting at me. Alright, so let's darken this up. Let's keep to this racial thing about how I'm a self-hating white. Brown only. Not enough to have a whack. Alright, so really darken it up here now. Yes. Yes, that's it. That's it. That's it. You too, dog. Do you want this? Do you want this as a reward? Huh? Do you remember when you were eating the sweets and you weren't allowed to eat the sweets? Do you remember that? Do you want a reward for that? Do you want me to be a terrible father? Eat that lemon, you bitch! This is good. This is good shit. Yeah, let's start. Alright, let's start. Add a bit of that in. Do we want to use the normal or do we want to use the orange? I think we'll go with the normal. Start her off. So a few drops in there. Give it a wee stir. Don't want to get rid of the fizz. Angostura bitters. The smell, when you put your schnoz down to it, you can get them off the top of the glass, which is definitely nicer, but then the taste, I don't know if it improves it. I don't think it makes it much worse. It smells more Christmassy when you put it. It definitely adds flavour. I could take it or leave it. I think I'd leave it. I think I would actually leave it because this is a summery drink. It's a Jamaican drink. If you associate Jamaica with cold, you're odd, or you're from there and it's cold during the winter or something. But yeah, this makes me think of Christmas more than it makes me think of summer. So I wouldn't add it for that reason. I like Angostura bitters. They go with a lot of things. Alright, yeah, that was good. That's good. Let's try and remake this again, but with no lime. So do we have more of that? I think this is plenty. Actually, while we're in the mood, Bundaberg. So apparently my mate actually has these guys as a client. Ooh. So I am going to taste Bundaberg and see, compared to old Jamaican ginger beer, which I love. This is really good stuff. If I was in a shop and I was craving a fizzy sugary drink, I would always go to this. And it mixes in cocktails so well. Just the ginger punch. My favourite cocktail is a Mexican mule, which is amazing. Add mint leaves and chopped chili. Oh, blows the head off you, but I'm talking flavour. I think it's as strong as a normal spirit and mixer cocktail, but God, so many flavours. It just floods your mouth like a rainbow. So yeah, just getting that as a baseline, and I'm going to keep it professional, and I'm going to dull the palate a bit. I could just use the tap of water that's within arm's length. Kinky, do you want an ice cube? Mom. Yeah, now she goes for it. Alright, let's try this. Shall we try ball? No, I prefer All Jamaican. This one's sweeter, less fizzy. Let's see, does it does it gain flavour from getting more air to it? Nope. No, same. Let's see, literally does it have more sugar? Alright, so 21 calories, 51 grams of sugar, of which, or 51 grams of carbohydrate, of which sugar's 4.9. This is 1 calorie less, and the same amount of sugars, but slightly less carbohydrates. So I don't know if that is a good thing.
The dietary guidelines for Americans recommends that carbohydrates...
Alexa! Shut up! I didn't call your name. Fucking maids. Alright, well let's have a teeny weeny polka dot bikini, and let's just see. I really should have been doing this from the start rather than doing the natural pour of glass full. Okay. Does going into the cocktail help? That's definitely stronger with the rum, not to its detriment, but it does lose fizz, which I love. I think that's part of the appeal with a lot of beers. Alright, let's try and weaken that down a bit. It's nice, but again, the lack of fizz is very noticeable. This feels like this is a good cocktail that's been sitting out a bit too long. So, sorry Sash, I cannot support Bundaberg above Old Jamaican canned and cheaper Jamaican ginger beer, which is absolutely beautiful. Alright, but this is another problem. So root beer, apparently that is what the taste of Red Bull actually stems from. I don't think I've ever had a root beer, but I hear it all the time in like American television. So let's just find out what this is. I've been looking to. I bought it specifically for this moment, just to try it out. For you, James. For you, baby. Have you ever had a root beer before?
Don't think so.
Johnson?
No.
Oh, it smells like medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like smells like a Calpol, which I have a funny story about, because as a kid, apparently I once because I liked the taste of Calpol, sugary cough medicine, if you don't know that brand. I drank an entire bottle of it one time, and apparently I slept for an entire day, which my mom was probably quite pleased with, seeing as how I was a bit of a... I was a hellraiser. Oh, fuck that. It's not Calpol, it's mouthwash. It tastes the exact same as James, come here. Come on. Come on. Have a bit of fun. Tell me that is not the exact taste of mouthwash. It's not disgusting at all.
It's just weird as a drink.
Yeah, isn't it?
You like having to mouthwash.
That is, yeah. This is like if you were to...
So is that in a cocktail?
No. It was just like when I was buying the Bundaberg ginger beer, this was right beside it. So I was like, I've never had root beer, I'll try it. Like, if you wanted to... like, make a cocktail called like The Homeless Man or something like that. Include this and vodka. If you didn't know, mouthwash often has a high quantity of alcohol, so fucking poor homeless lads, to get pissed, apparently that is the most bang for your buck in terms of money spent versus how smashed you get. But yes, I shall not be doing that. So back to basics. Ginger beer. No, I haven't tried it with no lime. I have not tried it with no lime yet. So let's restart. Doesn't really matter. Could use the clean glass, but that'd be splitting hairs a little bit. Alright, so let's start trying to measure this. Because this is going to end up like the story of the man that invented stainless steel. Maybe. I don't know. My metalwork teacher told me this in school. I don't know if it's bullshit. But apparently he was like, he was a tinkerer. He wasn't necessarily a scientist. He was doing exactly what I'm doing here. Not a professional at all. Just liked the Industrial Revolution, liked playing things. And he was trying to make a steel that did something else. It was tended, and when he would not... when it didn't work, he'd throw it out the window. And then one day he went outside and found all his metal pieces. He was like, I need to clear up the trash. I've been throwing it out there for, 6 months. And he goes outside, and apparently there was one piece of metal that had not rusted. So he was like, oh my god, here's stainless steel. But he didn't know what he had done to do that. So he had to go over all his old notes and remake the... each metal until he found the one that wouldn't rust. And I'm sure, I hope this story is real, because it's kind of funny. It must have been painstaking to go like, okay, here's the metal, and now let's put it in water and wait a week and see has it oxidized. Alright, so very little added to this, no citrus. The darker and stormier. That's good. That's very good. A bit high in ginger beer. Let's tinker. Let's start tinkering. Let's add more booze. Yeah, more booze is better. Alright, let's start serving it. Let's separate this and let's see Angostura of orange and Angostura normal. Never measure like this. Scientifically, you should always have it on the ground level of some kind. Okay, so drop of Angostura bitters normal. Standard issue. What's that? Measuring thing?
Yeah.
That's for puffs.
Single and double.
For homos. I don't want them knowing I'm gay. It's not cool to be gay.
Gayer.
Yeah, have you not kept up with the modern thoughts on homosexuality? It's not cool, man. People don't think it's cool. Everyone's against it. Do you ever watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
No.
Have you ever had a girlfriend? Like, that shit still goes on massively. Massively. Like, every single one of them has a fucking horror story about how, yeah, my dad was a prick and did this, and like going through high school I did this. Come on! Come on! Normal Angostura bitter is definitely better. The orange makes it taste. I know that cocktail. It pulls the flavor away too much. I'm not a fan. Again, it's not good, or it's not good. Jesus Christ, that's a great description. Here, you watch someone review booze. Yeah, it is not good. That's double plus good. That. Comment if you know what double plus good is a reference to. James, don't say anything, because I know you want to say something. I bet you know it. You're fucking. Do you know it? Just nod if you do.
Obviously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Obviously.
The weakest link.
Yeah. Yeah. You're my phone a friend. Actually, no. Ali is. Did you ever go on a pub quiz with Ali?
Yeah.
It's fucking humbling. You're a successful lawyer, Ali. Why aren't you a fucking insane billionaire, though? That much fucking knowledge. Alright, let's try and...
It doesn't make you rich.
True. She doesn't have that killer instinct, ruthless personality. She's all about being nice and sound to people. It's holding her back. I'm talking to you, Ali. You piece of shit. With your fucking husband who supports this shit brand with its shit fucking ginger beer, and then it's fucking mouthwash. Doesn't even have the booze in it. Doesn't even clean your teeth. It has nothing. Nothing. And I don't know where someone said that Red Bull tastes like root beer, because Red Bull does not taste like fucking mouthwash. It tastes nice. I don't know why I'm still tipping away at this. That's too sweet now. It's way too sweet. Maybe it's the ice, but this is better. This is smoother. Let's try and add a little bit of foreign extra. Give it a little stir. Yeah, I like that more. Okay. I think we have got the concept of it. So what I think is 2 parts stout, 1 part Sailor Jerry, 3 parts ginger beer. Okay, so let's do this properly. James, I need your measuring glass. Nah, I'll be fine. Alright, so let's take that as 1 part. So half a glass. So we'll go 1. And then we'll go 3. Again, I mean, that's going to be too much booze, but whatever. Okay, so 2. Let's have a taste of this while we're at it. A Jamaican shandy. So far, both are better individually. Nah, both are nice on their own. Right, so half measure. So 1 part Sailor Jerry, 2 parts Guinness, and 3 parts ginger beer. Alright, let's give that a wheel stir. And some Angostura bitters, the normal kind, standard edition. Okay, this is the moment of truth. No. Nope. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, let's try adding some ice. And some lemon. So I'll give it another little. Sometimes this ice, you know, can change it. These are all came from the fridge, so they are cold. I think there's something about texture of ice in my mind. Yep, it has actually. That does taste better. That does taste better. Let's try a little bit of lime or lemon. Little bit of lemon. Not a lot. Just a little teeny wee tiny bit. I'm not looking for the booze to be relaxed. I'm just looking for a different flavor, just to. No, we're back to that tangy problem. I might need to give up on this darker, stormier thing. Yeah. It's very drinkable. It is very drinkable. I don't know, maybe I've become a bit of a fucking cocktail snob or something since the last time I tried this. But it's not I don't know, maybe it's the fizz, maybe it's the lack of fizz. There's too many things that are not carbonated mixed with something that is, and it dulls it too much. Maybe I didn't have enough rum. Let's add a fair bit more. Give it a little stroke. That's closer to the territory. That is. That is a lot better. That, yeah. Okay. Let's try and sweeten it a little more, just pure sweetener. Just a drop. I do not like using this stuff. I find that if you use sugar, it's kind of cheating. It's like cooking with butter, salt, and sugar, because they add to the flavor. It's the same logic of vodka and gin and citrus fruits. It's sort of it defeats the purpose. I want to taste the booze. That's why I love bourbon. I love whiskey. Not a fan of scotch, but some of it is very good. Good scotch is good. Nothing improved. Still very nice. So it's not the sugar. Oh, there's something. There is something. More of this. Is it just ratios? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? blow your head off if it was, but I mean, it's a cocktail. I do like that more. I do like that more. Now we're back to the tang issue. Let's move on. Let's move on. We've been at this for ages now. Good half an hour. Let me just check the. What are we into? Yeah, half hour. Half hour. So let's do Blackbeard. Let's do the Blackbeard, which is cocktail hour. 400 mils of the Kraken, which is this. 140 of Coke. It has some fancy thing, and then 600 mils of Guinness West Indies Porter, which I don't have. I'm hoping Foreign Extra is not a million miles away from it. So let's get out another bottle of Foreign Extra. And there is another Coke bottle in here. I don't think it'll make much of a difference, 30 minutes. But why take chances? Actually, upon the touch to the hand, there's a significant difference in that. So we give it credit. Alright, well, get rid of this. So, this is quite simple. Let's break it down. 40... Okay, I'm going to say 40 is 60 and that 140 is 120. Because then it's nice and simple. I hate the over specificity of volume measurements. I much prefer 1 part, half part, 2 part. Give me it that way. Give me it in 1, 2, 3, 4 format. Okay, so 1 part of... Oh, come on, Ian. You remember? I don't want to cheat and look. The Kraken. So, this... Oh, this is a beautiful rum. Beautiful rum. Absolutely delicious. I'm going to just have a little taste. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like the Kraken. I love the Kraken. This is a match. This is a beautiful match. Vanilla and ginger. C'est magnifique. Okay, so let's take the portion sizes as thirds. Again, never do as I say, not as I do. That's about a third. And we are going to consider this as a West Indies, Guinness West Indies. So the same amount. Yeah. It says slightly more, okay, so let's take this to half rather than the quarter. Teeny bit more. And Coca-Cola 2. Okay, so this is the Blackbeard, is it? Is it called the Blackbeard? Yep, the Blackbeard. Named after the pirate. That's fucking really good. That is really good. Yeah, oh, that's terrific. This is what I'm gonna send to my my mate's birthday. Definitely, this is terrific. This is Yeah, that's real good. That is really good. Let's add more Guinness. See if it's better or worse. This reminds me of I had a Black Russian before with a Guinness head. It was in a proper cocktail bar. So they focused on making sure the head was there. So you got the scent of Guinness more than the taste. And what goes into a Black Russian? Vodka Coke. Is it vodka Coke and Kahlua? Yeah, with a Guinness head. I think that's what it is. Don't quote me. But it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. And now with the Surge cans, you might be able to remake it in the home. Oh! Oof! Oof! That is better. That is definitely better. Definitely better. Oh yeah. So this was just a big long testing section. The idea was to be relaxed, and I'm gonna not edit it. I'm just gonna put it up as it is. But I will remake a fast version of how to make this, because this is high quality. This is very good. I am most pleased. I'm most pleased. James, you wanna try this?
Yeah.
That's decisive. You politician, are you?
Very nice. Doesn't taste alcoholic.
Really? It's only one part. It's about half. No, you don't think it tastes alcoholic?
Maybe in the aftertaste. But initially it just tastes a bit more like the root beer.
That's the one. Let's see what Bren's thoughts are. What do you think is in it? Yep.
Ginger beer and
No ginger beer. There is ginger. Because I used I can't say. Because then I'd say give away a thing. This is spirit. What do you think spirit is?
I don't know.
Wanna try again?
No.
Yes. Maybe. Okay. Do you want a glass, James? I'm gonna make a big batch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a giant batch for my friend's birthday. Great success! Great success! Okay, there we go. That is that's the cocktail. That is the cocktail of the evening. The Blackbeard. Who knew? Coke, Guinness Foreign Extra, or Guinness West Indies, and rum. High quality rum. I'm sure you probably didn't hear there, but Brendan was saying that ginger beer. And the reason that he said ginger beer was possibly because I use ginger beer a lot in cocktails. I like ginger beer a lot. But also because there's ginger within red leg. Yes, that's amazing. Alright, so I'm going to make a giant batch of that with the ratios of let's see, what did I do? I made I think I kept the ratios a bit. Then towards the end, I added more Guinness. So let's say, 1 part rum, 1 part high quality Red Leg or Kraken rum, 1.5 parts stout. No, 2 parts stout. Yes, 2 parts stout. And then 4 parts Coke. No, I was right the first time. 1 part rum, 2.5 parts Guinness, and then 2 parts Coke. So strong, blow the head off you. And if I'm burping, that's a good sign because, like I was saying earlier on, I like fizz. I like gas. Yeah, that's terrific. That is terrific. In fairness, we're mixing 3 high quality products here. Coca-Cola, I don't drink a lot of it because I mean it's not great for you, but
I'm taking it.
what do you think I'm gonna report on the flavour of that? It is a high quality product. There's a reason why Coca-Cola is served all around the world. Also, look up the history of Coca-Cola because it is very interesting how this brand went along. Like I'm not just saying like, you know, oh yeah, it's called Coca-Cola because it was cocaine that was inserted into it as its product. No, the way it was, like, it was served in teacups and it was a syrup that was then mixed with a like it was a cordial. It was fancy. It was not a common man thing. It was Victorian. It was, yeah. Look it up. What was it? The World in 6 Glasses. If you're skipping around and you haven't heard it around, The World in 6 Glasses, excellent book. Currently, I used to pass it around after after playing in touch rugby. Everyone would have a little. Well, not everyone, that's an unrealistic statement. But I would read the book, I passed it on to someone else being like, hey. I think it might have been Brendan before we were living with each other. And then Brendan came back being like, oh my God, that book is amazing. And then someone else was like, hey, can I borrow that book after Brendan is finished? And I think it went to 3 people, and then maybe the 4th, or maybe it ended on the 3rd, and I had a thing going where I was like, oh yeah, sign the book, because everyone wants to hear about it. But fucking Ali, you book-stealing bitch, you have still got a handle on that book of mine, and I will crush your soul to get it back. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Ali's soul being crushed and a Blackbeard being discovered, which I'm quite pleased with, because that search for the dark and stormy took the soul out of me, and I'm very pleased that I now can just go bang, 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 bang. Here's one for you, James. Here's one for you, Bren. And then go over to Kat's house and be like, happy birthday, I'm off. My job is done. Also, if you watch this, cancer, donate, blah, 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 blah.